And Lydia, can you remember of the jockeys who did provide evidence one way or another, were the majority of the opinion that something untoward and unacceptable had happened here, or more towards this is the cut and thrust of this business type evidence?
Yeah, absolutely. There was. They didn't feel that anything untoward had happened, and they felt that were they had something untoward happened, they would have intervened. This was something that the independent panel also took issue with in terms of the culture there, as compared with what the outside world might find acceptable. And this was one of the things that was so fraught about it, because from between the complaint being made by Bryony Frost and the independent disciplinary panel hearing the case, there was a leak to the newspapers. So David Walsh printed some articles about it, in which evidence came out and was read by the general public prior to the case going ahead. And Robbie Dunne's solicitor, but also the PJA, tried to get the case stopped on the basis that the BHA Integrity Department couldn't run a competent investigation, and also that the landscape was biased against Robbie Dunne, that he wouldn't get a fair hearing because all of this information had already come out. Well, obviously, it's not a court of law. This was a independent disciplinary panel led by a very respected judge, and with people that are very used to being able to weigh far more serious evidence than this, sadly, in a criminal court. So that did not stand, and the panel was able to go ahead. And as I said, I do feel that the first hearing was very fair, very rigorous, and very balanced, and that everybody had an opportunity to put their case across. But yeah, certainly within that atmosphere, as a result of all of that information going out into the public and the public's understandable reaction to seeing some of the details, the jockeys felt that their culture was under threat. I think more widely in horse racing, they felt that their culture was under threat. And because it's a dangerous sport, it's seen to be the code within the reighing room is seen to be an important one, one in which they can self-police almost, and they resent the outside stepping in to put their point of view.